What's up, good peoples? What's up? Yeah, we had to double down today. I found this video I want to talk about. Now, check. All right, all right. Yeah, we straight. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this video I seen. Now, I was just on the phone with my brother B just now, and we had a discussion about this track, the trailer driving and stuff. And you know what I'm gonna say right before we get started on here on this video is that driving them trucks, bruh. Although it's good money and stuff behind it, you're taking a major risk, bruh. Like that job, bruh, that tractor trailer driving job and driving them semi trucks and stuff, 18 wheelers and all that, the fancy names they got, bro, like big rigs and stuff, bro. Like those trucks, that's like a dangerous job to have, bro. Like, like I know, like when you take the like certain tests to do them, they teach you how to drive and they teach you, you know, not to like basically give space for the vehicle in front of you, because those trucks don't stop on a dime. Like those trucks keep rolling until they stop. But in this society now, bruh, it's like everybody is out for their own. Now everybody's in their own world and they out for their own reasons. They don't care about nothing else on the road. They don't care about no. There's no respect on the road no more. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. There's no respect on the road. Nobody cares about the next person being on the road. Everybody is offensive drivers and not defensive drivers. You have your selected few that's defensive drivers and stuff, but all in all, everybody is on the offense. This video, these two videos that I'm pulling up are wild, are wild. Especially when you see the one for Law and Crime. Shouts out to Law and Crime. Uh, we got another one from him, and we're gonna be watching what appears to be the aftermath a accident, and y'all gonna, man, y'all gonna be tripping because this excuse me, this goes out to everybody. You know, this goes out to everybody who's not a specific set group of people, but this goes out to everybody. What's up, Soap in the building? How you feeling, Soap? How you feeling tonight? This is going to everybody who drives. Let's be aware of our surroundings. Let's be more defensive. Let's put the phones down. Let's not text and drive. Let's not talk with the phone up to our ear and drive. If you gonna talk on the phone or be engaged in a conversation on the phone, please have your Bluetooth let's start taking precaution on how we're driving and stuff, because ultimately your people lives are in your hands, whether you like it or not. People lives is in your hands. um and we don't really grasp the concept of how this vehicle can ultimately take somebody's life if not used properly. I know it sounds weird and stuff, but you know, we really people lives are really in our hands as we drive, so let's what's up, be in the building. Let's take our time out there on the road. Let's not be so hasty to jump lane to lane and stuff like that, because one, we don't know what the next person is actually doing in their vehicle. We know what's going on in our vehicle. You know, it when you are a and this especially goes out to the young people who just now getting their license. You know, it comes a point in time where where you're like 10 years in of driving that you start to relax a little bit. You're comfortable driving. you know Anything under 5 years, you feel like you gotta be the first one in line, and you jumping lane to lane. You got to get around people because they moving slow. Like a lot of people tend to do that in the beginning stages of their license. But when they're like 10 years in and stuff like that, not everybody though. I ain't gonna say everybody that's 10 years plus, because we still got people that just don't care, you know. But let's just be mindful of the stuff that we're doing on these roads, because these roads is very dangerous. These roads is very dangerous. And I'm gonna pull up this video so that y'all can see that y'all see. But yeah, that's the devices and stuff, and the distract the driving and stuff. Let's try to uh eliminate that part of it. We gonna get to your spot first, and then start doing. I'm guilty of it. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I done text and was driving before. A message come through from the wife. I texting her like, hey, look, I'm on my way. So I'm guilty. I'm guilty of it. That's why I'm bringing this to the forefront. Because it's like, let's just start doing better. Let's start doing better. Let's do better. If you know better, you do better. That's the saying. So let's get into our first video. And then I'm gonna bring up a couple. I'm gonna bring up a couple more videos as I go through. But our first video is from Law and Crime, and this video is like 22 minutes or something like that. All right, that's not the one. It's this one right here. All right, hold on. Just give me 1 second. Gotta make sure everything is straight. All right. All right. This one from Law and Crime, and so just to get y'all caught up on what's going on, we gonna be watching a body cam video, and this trucker caused an accident, and it ultimately took a couple people lives, and this is one of the reasons why, like, this particular job, this truck driving job and stuff like that, is like a dangerous job, like one of the dangerous jobs to have, because like I said, ultimately people lives is in your hands. Like, you really hold people lives in your hands. So let's go ahead and get this started.
Per multiple witnesses, there were several individuals in this truck full of both.
So this does not make the news.
Just getting some breaking news into our newsroom.
I think it did. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Mind if I take a look at your phone? I just want to rule that out, make sure you weren't on your phone.
It's 6 a.m. in Maricopa County, Arizona, where one distracted truck driver's alleged TikTok habit has just turned deadly.
All right, so you heard that. TikTok habit has turned deadly. So, you can see at the top of the video, he killed five people while watching the TikTok videos. All right, so y'all see that.
You know if anybody's out?
Huh?
Is everybody out of that?
No, okay.
Okay,
Hey,
that
did you
vehicle.
find it?
A little bit. That vehicle, anybody in it?
I don't know, sir. Maybe, no, I don't know.
Did you see anybody in that vehicle?
I don't know. This guy said there's at least one or two people in there. Yeah, they just, according to this gentleman, you know.
1811? Per multiple witnesses, there were several individuals in this truck full of both.
A state trooper finds a fiery scene that investigators said was caused by the driver of a tractor trailer who failed to stop in standstill traffic, causing a multi-vehicle collision.
Did you guys see? There's someone in that truck? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how many bucks you go.
Okay, appreciate it.
Officer,
Yeah.
I got a suggestion.
Yeah.
It's possible they can move up.
Witnesses tell first responders that at least 2 people were spotted in the burning vehicles, sandwiched between the pair of semi-trucks. But the death toll would later rise to 5 after further investigation. Those victims include Gilberto Franco, Ryan Gooding, Andrew Standiford, Willis Thompson, and Gerardo Vasquez.
Hey, everybody, this is a law.
Now, 5 people, five people, sandwiched in between 2 tractor trailers, bro. Wild work. Wild work. Now, me and B was talking, and we were saying, like the truck driver job's not bad, but the only thing about it is, like you said, you hold people life in your hands, bro. This is a job. This is a job that you gotta be 100% in tune to everything. You know, everything that's wrong with your truck, everything that's on your truck. You know, like you can't be lacking while doing this type of job, bro. You can't be lacking, bro, because like the littlest things, bro, can cause you to really like kill people, bro. Bro said the cars was smashed, was sandwiched in between both trucks, the front end of one truck and the back end of another. That's wild, bro. That's It's sad too. Not only that, it's sad, bro. It's sad because he you that you that in tune to what you got going on that you're not even contemplating what's going on around you.
Are you the truck in the front?
Yeah. I was stopped and the other guy, I just hit me and I was like, what the hell? And I put my flashes. I said, they don't see me. This truck might be coming so fast.
Stop.
This truck they might be coming so fast. I don't know, it's a clarinet?
God.
It's a clarinet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no, bro. Please, no.
1811.
Please, oh no. Please,
Just for
look at
info,
my
there is a SUV that I did not see before. Completely destroyed. Unknown 63s inside.
This is my truck. They can move this.
Whose truck is it? Do you know who van this is?
And these guys right here.
The trooper tries to help others clear the area before more backup arrives.
I couldn't get a good look inside, but right before that truck flaming up, I'm pretty sure I saw it.
What's that?
63.
Oh, yeah, that.
Look at that flame, bruh. Look at that flame. You already know the people that got smashed, even if they was able to get free, you know, they was already ready to be gone, bro. Once that flame kicked up, bro. Like, so they probably and not saying like they died on impact, but what if they didn't die on impact? What if they was still alive? You know what I'm saying, bruh? They got pinned in there, couldn't do nothing. Now you just had to burn. You just had to burn, bruh. Like, what kind of conscience? How would that play on your conscience? See, this is why I wouldn't take this kind of job, because my conscience wouldn't let me be able to sleep at night knowing I done off 5 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, bro. Like, I wouldn't be able to cope with knowing that I just off 5 people, and it was all on me, not paying attention to what I was doing. Like, if I intended to do that to people, then I probably could take that. But not intending on doing that, bruh, that's a different kind of, oh we you gotta be a different kind of individual to take that on the chin and swallow that pill and just be like, mistakes happen. Like, that's wild.
The whole SUV is gone. So at least two people in that truck, and then whoever's in that SUV. I didn't even see the SUV at first.
So those flames just started coming up, and I'm pretty sure I was able to make out of.
At least one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not 100%.
I want to move. Oh well. I was gonna try to move this truck, but the fire's already working on it, so there's no point at this point.
Investigators would later discover a pickup truck and a Toyota Camry were rear-ended by the tractor trailer, pushing both vehicles underneath the semi in front of them. The impact then allegedly caused a chain reaction, impacting 2 other vehicles ahead in traffic.
The only witness, I think, is that the white truck that's in the very back. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
You can hear the cars exploding underneath there, and the gas, like that's the tanks and stuff blowing up, just causing them flames. Like, bruh, that's wild. Hey, relax, bruh. Put it down. Put it down. Relax yourself. Down. Yeah, like that's wild work, bruh. That's wild. And then look, like wait till we get to the dude that caused it, bruh. Like no, like I felt like it was no remorse. Like he wasn't. To me, I felt like he wasn't like emotional about what he just did, bruh. Hush. Hold on, yeah, hold on. Give me a second, cause she ready to blow me. She ready to get on my nerves. Go in your room. Go in your room. I ain't gonna keep talking. Go in your room. Alright, my fault, bro. I had put her in her room, bro. She sitting there, keep moaning and groaning all in my ear, bro. I got time for that. Talking about my dog. She sitting there, keep moaning and stuff. Bruh, go ahead somewhere with all that noise, bro. But dang. Oh, what I was saying was I felt like he didn't have no compassion for what he did. Like he ain't show enough remorse for me, bro. And it's messed up. It's messed up. Like when we hear the sentencing and stuff, it's messed up because I'm gonna play another video after this one, and we gonna like compare the two. We gonna compare the two, you know, and the sentences that was
Next, one investigator catches up with the suspect.
You speak English?
Troopers identify the man seen here as 38-year-old Danny Glenn Tyner, an Arizona truck driver who prosecutors allege was...
Now, Danny Glenn Tyner, you know, hey, the name says it all for itself, bruh. Danny Glenn Tyner. You know, this is. I don't think he has any Spanish descent. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You know, but with a name like that, I feel like you know he's Caucasian.
watching TikTok at the time of the fatal crash.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Okay, perfect.
I can't see shit right now from like everything flew off my hat, my headset, everything.
Were you involved at all?
I'm the truck driver.
Of this back truck?
Yes.
Okay. What happened?
All I did was look down real quick, looked up, and they were all right there, and I slammed on my brakes, and it just. Yeah.
Okay. You have like your ID on that with you?
Yeah, it's in my pocket because I didn't see.
Did you hear that though? How casual he was. Like, I, I'm the truck driver. Like I looked down for a second, then looked back up, and then it was like boom. Like he just so nonchalant about getting into the accident with these people, and these people actually losing their life. Like no compassion behind it. Like he ain't asked if the people was I, obviously the people ain't good, but he ain't asked about the people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm out.
Hey, sir. You're a truck driver, right?
Yes.
What are you carrying?
So it's solar panels. It's not flammable.
Solar panels?
Yeah, solar
Okay.
panels. Yeah. The only problem that I have is
Gas.
I can reach my fuel tank.
Diesel, okay.
Hey, I don't know if it's a SUV, man, but see, I just started my hours like maybe 2 hours ago, and I was coming this way, so and I see the how you call right now congestion, so I start to slow down, and I just slow down and I put my flashes. That way, cars behind me they can see, slow down, because a lot of cars, most of the time they don't give a
And then you
damn.
got hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was stopped, and all of a sudden I hear like boom, somebody hit me. Like, what the hell?
You can just stay over there for a second, okay?
Now they was stopped. They was stopped. Like Buddy didn't see no, he ain't see no brake lights. Like he must have been locked into that TikTok video, bro. Now I want to know what TikTok video he was looking at, bro, to be locked in like that, bro. Like he had to really been scrolling. Like, and me and B was talking about that, bro, going down that TikTok rabbit hole, bro, will have you glued. I mean, that's why I don't mess with it. I don't mess with TikTok, bro, because like that. Even with the YouTube shorts, even with the YouTube shorts and like the Instagram reels, bro, I'll get the scrolling, and then after I feel myself been sitting there for too long, bro, I got cut. Nah. This joint got me stuck, bro. I, you know what I'm saying? Like I can feel it. Like this joint got me stuck. Let me go ahead and get up off of this joint. Let me go with something else. Let me play the game or something, or let me actually cut a whole video on to where I'm listening to something for like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, or something like that. I'm watching one video. I'm not just keep scrolling, looking at videos, scrolling, cause that joint will really have your whole concentration locked in. You know, the 1 minute, the 1 minute reels, bruh, have you glued, bruh. Real talk.
Moments later, Danny is taken to an ambulance to be evaluated before another investigator swoops in with some questions for the truck driver.
What's your first name?
Danny?
Is it Daniel on your driver's license or
No,
Danny?
Danny.
Danny? Okay. Oh, you have it? Sweet.
Cop asked me to pull it out before, and he never took it.
Oh, that's right.
He asked me to pull it out before, but he never took it. Hey, bruh, we got bigger things, but man, see what I'm saying? Like the nonchalant attitude, bruh. that nonchalant attitude, like you didn't just murk 5 people, bro. This is crazy. Like in a situation like this, bro. Yeah, I felt like he should throw the book at him, bro. This this is murder, bro. Straight murder.
As you can tell, we got a lot going on.
All I did was look down at my tablet real quick, and then looked up, brakes, slammed on the brakes, and took up, and then that's what happened.
Danny initially tells the detective he was looking down at a work tablet before noticing the stopped traffic and slamming on his brakes.
Will you ask him what he had in the back of that? What did you have in the back of your trailer?
All garbage.
All garbage?
All garbage.
Just trash?
Just trash.
Nothing hazardous that you know of?
As far as I know, no.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for me.
You know how fast you're going?
Speed limit 65.
Okay.
Usually set the cruise control at the speed limit.
Okay.
I can hover my foot over the brake just in case.
Okay. Did you have your seatbelt on?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So I think that's why my shoulder's fucking killing me.
Hey, bro, we ain't trying to hear your shoulder killing you. Suck it up, bro. You just actually killed people. You just actually, your addiction to TikTok actually killed people, bro. You talking about your shoulder killing you. It should be killing you. Your conscience should be killing you, bro. The remorse and the guilt of sitting there driving while scrolling on TikTok, and you know you can't stop this vehicle fast enough should be killing you. You talking about my shoulder? Oh yeah, cause I had the seatbelt on. My shoulder's killing me. Nah, bro, you're killing people right now as we speak. You just killed people. The heck you talking about, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. They should have threw the book at Buddy, bro.
All right. So what happened? So you left 19th Broadway, got on the freeway.
Got on the freeway, came down here. There was traffic on 17 a little bit. So then I got over here, got to here where it turns into the 10, came down, and it was running pretty smooth. All I did was look down real quick at the tablet because a message came through, and then I was like, what the heck? Okay, whatever. And then right when I looked back at the road, brake lights.
Okay.
Yeah, bro got the whole story mapped out. Bro got the whole story mapped out. Didn't even realize that they ready to go into a full-blown investigation on this man. Yeah, man, you got your whole story mapped out on what happened and stuff, bro. Like, this is wild work, bro. This is wild work, bro. To know that, like I said, bro, to know that you killed 5 people and you don't have no remorse for your actions, for killing 5 people, bro. Yeah, you're a different breed, bro. You're a different breed of individual, bro. Real talk. Real talk.
I slammed on my brake, and it just kept, it's an overweight truck, just keeps going forward. Not overweight, but 40 whatever weight truck.
Nah, you said it right. You said it right. It's an overweight truck, bro. You got all that trash in there. You should have already known. That, all right, I'm carrying this load. I'm not gonna be able to stop like that, bro. Let me pay attention to what I'm doing. Let me focus on what I'm doing. Let me not be in a rush to get to where I'm going at, so that these kind of mistakes don't happen.
80 pounds. I'm overweight. Even though we just got the permit today. Let us know. That's what's going to be my next one. It's going to be overweight.
So you look down, you look back up, you just saw a bunch of brake lights.
Yep.
And you tried to stop.
Well, the reason why I use my cruise Mexico and I leave my foot over the brake pedal so that we get stuff like that, or we get it all the time. We'll get people trying to, instead of waiting behind us a couple seconds to get off of that exit, they'll run around us and then cut us off. It's like, what the hell?
Okay. Do you know how much your vehicle was? How much you weighed?
Yeah, but this ain't the situation. This ain't. You see, you trying to make excuses. You trying to paint a certain narrative that they probably cut you off. No, player. This ain't what happened. This ain't that. You wasn't paying attention. You couldn't put the phone down long enough to actually do your job the correct way, so that this would have happened. So you trying to paint a narrative that ain't what it is. That's crazy. That's wild work right there.
No.
How much was your trailer? How about that? Your load? Do you know?
It was on the, no, because we just pick up and we go off the gauge in the truck, and then we wait when we get out to Cacho because there's a scale.
What was the last weight you saw on your truck?
It was at 40. The gauge, anyways. The gauge right at like 49.50, somewhere in there.
49,000 ish. Okay.
Authorities determined that Danny, who said he was going the speed limit of 65, was allegedly driving at a rate of 68 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour construction zone.
So you are already in the wrong. You doing 68 in the 55 construction zone. You already, and I see this a lot. No cap, I see this a lot on the road when I'm driving. Like, I done watched, so on 70 where you're ready to merge on to 695, right? You have these two lanes that meet in the middle and intersect like this, and you're supposed to get in a single file line. Bro, I done seen truck drivers in these big trucks drive on the side past the cars to try to cut all the cars off to get in to squeeze their semi trucks in. Bro, one truck almost hit me. No lie, cause I'm the type of person, bro. Like once that dotted line stops, I move right in the middle of the lane. I soon as the lines boom and that joint intersected to one joint and that dotted line stops, I move my joint in the middle of the lane. I'd be like, I wish one of y'all would hit me. Because once that dotted line stops, bro, I mean, there's no more two lanes. It becomes a single lane. So I'm that person that puts my vehicle right in the middle and be like, yeah, hit me. Because I know I'm not wrong. So you gonna have to hit, and one of them daggone trucks got all the way up on my side till he realized, like, oh, this van is right here. Yeah, my van's right here. Yep. Now what you gonna do? You gonna hit my joint, or you gonna fall back? And sure enough, like, yo fell back, got behind my van, cut somebody else off. But it's the point that these truck drivers really be on some real reckless. They talk about we're reckless drivers and we cut them off and stuff like that, bro. They are super reckless. I done seen truck drivers drive on the shoulder to cut people off. I done seen truck drivers doing well past the speed limit, merging lanes and all that. You not even and these truck drivers not even supposed to merge lanes and merge one lane to go around a vehicle to merge back. They're not even supposed to do that. But they do it anyway. Like, these truck drivers get real reckless on the road, bro. So hearing that he was doing 68 in the 65 and it was a construction zone, yeah, I can believe that. That sounds about right. Cause these I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna see if I can pull it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna show you a truck driver that merged into a merged across some double yellow lines. So you know when there's double yellow lines, you're not supposed to merge onto the oncoming traffic side to go around anybody. You're not supposed to cross over them double yellow lines. I'm gonna see if I can find that video of the that truck doing that and actually crashing. I'm gonna see if I can find that joint.
What you said your shoulder hurts?
Yeah.
Which shoulder? Left? Okay.
Yeah, because that's what the seatbelt goes across. Knee was kind of stuck. You didn't get out from underneath that.
Nah. Nobody care about your shoulder hurting. If anything, forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me. I know I'm not supposed to say this, Lord. I know I'm not, but I gotta say it. If anything, bro, you should have died with him. Why do you get to keep your life? Walk away with oh, I got a bruised shoulder. Oh, my shoulder's killing me because the belt was so tight. My knee hurts because it got stuck underneath there. And nah, bruh, you should have lost your life too.
I hope that person got out of the vehicle.
Anything else? Left shoulder? You said your knee?
My knee.
Which knee? Right knee?
And the dash came up.
Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Just your left shoulder and your right knee? Okay.
Yeah, I was behind me trying to help me get out, and I was trying to kick the window. I couldn't get it out. When he passed the back window, that means I'm out that way. There wasn't anybody in that car or vehicle or whatever I hit, was it?
We don't know. I don't know yet. I didn't really walk up anywhere. I just came here and wanted me to get your info and make sure you were okay and see if you need to get transported or not. I'm going to close this door. I'm going to come around and open that door, okay?
All right.
The detective dodges Danny's question about the other drivers before stepping out and speaking with him through the rear ambulance door, where the suspect apparently has another concern.
What's that?
I hope this does not make the news.
I think it did. That's your helicopter right there. We sent Daniel over here?
Huh?
We see,
Yeah, he's talking to the primary witness and the other, that other officer over here, getting some info.
Bro said, yo said, I hope the other people made it out, as if he didn't just smash into the back of these joints and push them underneath. What you think is on fire right now? The people that you just killed. On top of that, you talking about, oh, I hope this don't make the news. That's what you worried about? That's what you could, that's out of all things you could be worried about, you're worried about, you hope that don't make the news. Boy, you that's what I'm saying, bruh. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Like, yo, really, bruh? Really? Really, bruh? You worried about making the news, bruh? Yeah, congratulations, dumbass. You on candy camera. Like, you can't make this stuff up, bruh. You can't make this stuff up, bruh.
Next, authorities get a chance to speak with another driver involved in the six-vehicle collision. Let's see what he has to say as one trooper translates the conversation.
So he was stopped for about 15, 20 seconds. When he stopped, he had a good following, good distance from the van in front of him. About 15, 20 seconds later, he felt a big hit from behind.
Okay, just one impact?
Yeah, one impact.
Un solo
Sí,
golpe.
solo
Can you see if the car was stopped behind him and all?
¿Podía ver el carro atrás de usted para algo o no?
no miré. Por el trancazo dije.
Did he see the truck coming?
No, tampoco lo miré.
No lo miró hacia que venía
Just
hacia
felt-
usted.
No, miré que venía un troque.
¿El semi o otro carro?
No, el rojo.
Semi rojo.
Ajá,
pero no miró a nadie enfrente.
No, atrás del
So he was able to see the semi coming towards him, but he didn't see.
Y yo dije, este no va a
You
alcanzar.
never saw anybody behind him other than this.
No, porque como ese es ese es el semi, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
Mi troque, la caja de atrás.
Sí.
So, si está un carro aquí, no lo puedo ver. Ajá. Solamente
Pero
el
sí
semi.
sí miró el semi rojo.
Sí, venía recio. Y yo dije, este no me va a alcanzar a parar.
So he said he couldn't see who was directly behind him, if there was anybody behind him.
Because of the
Because of the trailer, but he was able to see the red semi coming at him fast. And he said, "Oh, that dude's not going to be able to stop."
Back with the suspect, another detective has stepped in to further question him.
Like I said, my name is Detective Joe Ritchie. I'm with the Arizona Department of Public Safety, the Vehicular Crimes Unit, and just regarding this crash, can you just kind of tell me what happened?
I set the, like I normally do when I get on the highway, got up to speed, set the cruise control. I always keep my foot hovering over the brake. I looked over at my tablet, it made a noise, so I just looked at it real quick. And then I looked back at the road, brake lights, and I tried to slam on my brakes, and then just the weight of the truck just kept going forward.
Danny doubles down on his story of checking a notification on his work tablet, but an FBI analysis of his phone allegedly indicated the 38-year-old was actively using TikTok around the time of the incident.
What was traffic like here before the collision, before you saw those brake lights?
There was no one in front of me, nothing. It was wide open. Everyone was moving at the pace. Everyone was going good. And that's when I heard, the instant I looked down and looked up, that's when I saw brake lights.
Okay.
Like everyone just started braking. And I was like, crap.
Okay. Which, you do take any kind of other substances, marijuana?
I don't want to fuck up my license, so no.
Yeah, so that's good.
I mean, me and my friends have talked about that stuff. We don't want to fuck up our license and shit like that.
Smart.
I mean, like my buddy, we joke about it. Like we can piss test us anytime. We'll piss Aquafina. We don't care. We keep our shit clean. We don't want to fuck up our license.
Yeah, smart. Real smart. When the crash happened, so just kind of back up a little bit. You get a message on your ELD. Do you know what the message said?
No, because right when I looked, and then I looked back up because I looked real quick to see why it was going off, and then looked up, and that's when I saw brake lights.
Based on digital forensic data from Danny's phone, authorities determined he allegedly accessed at least 4 separate TikTok videos seconds before the fatal crash.
See anything right now? It sucks.
Listen, four different videos. Brody was locked in. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Like those videos are meant to capture your attention and keep your attention, bruh. Bro watched 4 different TikTok videos right before he crashed. And he talked about some he looked down for a brief moment. He looked down for a brief moment to see what was on his tablet. Nah, bruh, you looked down at that phone. You had that phone in your hand and you was locked in. Didn't realize the whole time that they had stopped. You didn't realize the whole time that they had stopped. And then when you realized that they had stopped, it was too late, bro. You had already missed your point of hitting the brake and avoiding the accident. Like come on, bro. To be so nonchalant about the accident, bro. Like no remorse, bruh. No remorse. Like he should be feeling something, bruh. Like he should be feeling something. He should be like more. Man, like I would be crying. I'd be crying, bruh. Like I ain't even gonna cap, bruh. I'd be crying, knowing that I just killed these people and it was my fault, bruh. Like yeah, bruh. That would be a tough pill for me to swallow, bro. I wouldn't be able to cope with that, bruh. I ain't even gonna cap. That would be something I wouldn't even be able to cope with, bruh. That's bad. That's bad, bruh. That's yeah. This is why I like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, bruh. Like I know how to drive, bruh. I done drove a 3/4 truck in a 20 foot trailer. That's even that's heavy, especially when you got like lawnmowers and stuff on the back, even that, bro, itself is like dangerous, bro. So just imagine one of these, like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it, bro. I wouldn't be able to do it. I have so much remorse, bro.
My glasses came off
Were you wearing your glasses when the
Yes.
show happened? You just lost them after the impact and all that?
Yeah, my hat and everything flew off. Hoping the guy that I got the hat from will sympathize with me and send me to that.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, I don't think you're gonna find them after looking at your truck right now. Luckily for you, you got out of that thing.
Yeah. I was on the side and I heard somebody yell fire and I was like, what the f? Yanked out. My knee hurts a little bit from getting out from between the dash and everything. And I'm sitting there trying to kick the window out of my side, driver's side, and wouldn't brake. I was like, oh, what the fuck? So I guess there was an officer behind me that was behind me, I guess, or something. Some other guy. He came up with tried to pry the door open, couldn't get it open, so he just busted out the back of the window. I climbed out through the back window.
Okay.
Truck.
So what exactly happened out here?
I was going down the road. I set my cruise control at 65, and because I'm 3 years over the road, almost 4 years now with my CDL, and I'm like, I learned it over the road and everything. Set the cruise control and have my foot always hovering with the brake. I've had so many cars being impatient to go from, wait just a couple seconds behind me to get off at the exit. They have to race around me and they cut me off to get off the exit. So,
it's like those knuckleheads going from HOV to the exit ramp with like a quarter-mile to spare, right?
That too.
So you had your
think,
cruise.
oh look, it's a big trucker company. Let's try to slam the brakes and get hit and get some money. Think it's a payday.
Right.
It's like, you do know that's a death sentence. 80-pound truck.
Yo, cat, bruh. Ain't nobody thinking of that, bruh. Nobody's thinking about playing with their life like that, bruh. There's nobody right now thinking of, oh look, it's a semi truck. Let's jump in front of him and slam on our brakes so that he can come barreling down the road and hit us, and we get a fat lawsuit, bro. Nobody's thinking that, bro. I don't know no person. I don't know no person who's thought about that, bruh. Like that, like you just said, that's them wanting to commit suicide, bruh. Like nobody wants to brake check a semi truck, bruh, because of how big they are, bruh. Like when you look at how big the truck is compared to your truck, nobody's finna take that risk. Nobody's finna take that risk, bruh. That's cap. That's cap. All the way cap. Who wants to take that risk? Nah, I ain't finna take that risk.
You heard that right. Danny refers to a hypothetical scenario where a crash involving his rig would result in a, quote, death sentence.
You attempted to brake.
Yeah.
Just wasn't going to be able to stop that big truck.
Not in time, no. Everyone's all freaking out. Calling me. Boss is trying to come down here and apparently he's stuck over on Ray Road.
I think we saw him when he was sitting over.
Look at his face, bruh. Look at his face, bruh. Ain't no remorse there's no remorse on his face, bruh. Ain't no remorse on his face, bruh. Like, come on, man. Come on, dog, bruh. Like, that's all I'm saying, bruh. I hate to say it, bruh, and I don't like to wish death on nobody, bruh. But yeah, dog, you should have been one of them people, bruh. You should have been one of them people. Yeah, reckless driving, reckless driving. You want to be on your phone watching TikTok videos, knowing that you got this vehicle that you know can ultimately make or break something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's sad, bruh. That's sad. Like these people lost their life due to your ignorance.
Chevy
They just want to.
Red FBI truck.
Yeah. Right now they're just trying to keep as few people out here as possible while they're working all this.
I've been trying to ask them over and no one's answering. I was like, did the person in the truck get out? Pickup truck?
What time did you go home last night?
I went home around, it was like, I left the yard probably around 3 o'clock, I think 3 is the latest.
3 p.m.? That's when you officially logged out of work. That's your official off-duty time. Okay. And what time did you start this morning?
About 4:30, 5 o'clock.
The crash kicked off a months-long investigation, leading to what Arizona authorities would call the state's first fatal collision connected.
Bruh still ain't get off the phone. Bruh he's still on the phone scrolling through. He probably on TikTok right now. Look at that. I ain't gonna cat, bruh. That looked like a TikTok pose right there, bruh. He looked like he on TikTok right now as he speak, bruh. That's why they put that video. That's why they put this clip right here in there. It's like, look at him. Bro talking about his shoulder hurt and all this stuff, bro. He's so in pain and stuff, but he's still scrolling through TikTok. Man, say. I hope them people haunt you, bruh. I ain't even gonna cap. I hope them people haunt you, bruh.
Connected to a driver's use of social media.
Might be another vehicle.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Really? Are you seeing more than four rims?
Yeah. So you have the semi right there, right? That's the wheel for the semi. That wheel right there is attached to the frame and the tailpipe of a 3/4 ton truck. It's 8 wheels or 8 lugs. And then the wheel over here is a 5 lug wheel, a car or
small SUV.
light duty truck. So that's one right there. That's another one over there. And then the cab of the semi is over there. The trailer, so we might end up having 6 or 7 if there's more than 2 right there. But there's 2 for sure there.
That's 2 bodies right there, right? That I can see. Or is that one?
And they said next to that body right there, that might be another one or a piece of it. He doesn't know.
Danny is eventually cleared by paramedics and sat in a patrol car, where investigators have one more question for him.
So there's some questions. I don't know if this is pertinent. You mind if I take a look at your phone? I just want to rule that out, make sure you weren't on your phone. Is it open?
Yeah, so.
So text messages, is that text messages?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I look at them? So it looks like if I'm looking at this right, you got a text message. What's today's date?
Thursday, January 12th.
The 12th. So you got a text message yesterday, and then the first one you got this morning was at 6:12. Is that right? Were you on the internet or anything? At your phone? Where was your phone at when the crash happened?
Pocket.
In your pocket. Okay. Do you mind if I take a look at the internet? Can you pull your internet up for me?
Stuff that. No, that's when I'm at home.
Okay.
I haven't.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. I don't mess with that when I'm driving. I keep it in my pocket.
No problem.
I got my head. I normally have my headset merged in the truck. I have a headset, so if someone calls, I hit it and then talk.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right.
I don't.
And no calls? Can I see your call?
Danny was arrested at his home 6 months later and initially charged with evidence tampering, 5 counts of manslaughter.
Evidence, 5 counts of manslaughter, 4 counts of endangerment.
And 4 counts of endangerment. After accepting a deal, court records show Danny pleaded guilty to lesser charges and was sentenced to over 22 years behind bars.
22 and a half years, bruh.
Do you have a car? And do you have a clean driving record? Did you know you could pay as low as
Shouts out to law and crime, bruh. Shouts out to law and crime. Bruh, Russ said, yeah, because I have it on cruise control and I keep my foot hovering over the brake. So just in case I gotta hit the brake, I can hit it in time and bruh. Come on, bruh. He deserved more time than that, bruh. He deserved more time than that. Cause although it's an accident, and accidents do happen, bruh. That was an accident that could have been avoided had he just been paying attention. Had he been focused on his job, focused on doing his job, and not scrolling through TikTok and stuff, bruh. Cause like you said, when the investigators did their job, they seen that bro, buddy looked at 4 separate TikTok videos, and depending on how how long the TikTok videos was. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about it easy. If if the TikTok video was a minute, talking about easy 5 minutes, easy, because TikTok videos might be a minute, 20 seconds or something like that, minute 15, like they got TikToks that's like 5 minutes long. They got TikToks that's 10 minutes long. It all depends on you know the time, and to watch four of them in a matter of seconds before that means he seen one, he scrolled, seen one, he scrolled, seen one, he probably watched a little bit, then scrolled. That means he was glued. He was like, yeah, I mean, he Roy give his eyes no time on the road. He was glued to the phone, bruh. So man, that's sad, bruh. That's sad, bruh. Like you really killed people, bruh. And had no remorse about it either. It went right back to watching TikTok videos, bruh. Like that's wild work. Now, now, I I want to bring this. I wanted to bring this video up because this next video is kind of the same thing, but it's totally different. But look at the charges. Look at the amount of time this man got. Even though now, when we watch this video, you know, it was a big thing. It was a big thing that happened, and a lot of truck drivers and a lot of people, citizens, entertainers, truck drivers, all that stuff rallied behind this man because it was an unfair sentence. But it's still the fact that he had got sentenced to this, but then later had his time reduced to 10 years. Both kind of the same situation. He ultimately, the one we ready to watch, he ultimately killed 4 people. The dude we just seen killed 5 people. But it's the same situation, but it's not the same. If you understand what I'm saying. Like, one was preventable. I think I said that right. And one wasn't. You know, one could have prevented the accident. The other one just had to go with the flow. He couldn't. It was nothing he could do about it. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pull this up. And then I got one more little clip that we can watch before we get out of here. I wasn't gonna be that long. What they say, you just gotta get your watch hours in. You know, just trying to get my reps in. That's all. Salutes Fio in the building. All right, let's pull this up real quick.
Over the 110-year sentence given to a truck driver who killed 4 people when the brakes on his big rig failed. The judge says his hands were tied thanks to sentencing guidelines, but more.
Now, when we look at this dude, you know, he looked like he looked like he could be just a light skinned brother. But we all know he mixed with something. You know, his name says it all. He got some heritage behind him. I don't know what kind of heritage it is. I want to say Spanish, but I'm not 100% sure. But He gets 110 years for his brakes failing. It wasn't his fault. His brakes failed. You know, wasn't his fault that his brakes failed, but he got 110 years for his brakes failing. Other dude got 22.5, and that's after he took a deal. That's after he took a deal for lesser charges. They tried to railroad this brother, and the only reason why he didn't get railroaded was because 4 million people came out to support him and signed a petition to get his sentence reduced. If nobody signed the petition to get his sentence reduced, he'd have been doing 110 years in prison.
More than 4 million people have signed a petition saying that sentence has got to be changed.
This motorist is live streaming as he sits in slow-moving traffic. He doesn't know it, but tragedy is
Now watch this truck.
about to erupt.
We just curious.
Look, that's the truck right there. If you look over his right shoulder, that semi truck that's right there in the rear view. That's the dude who brakes failed.
Anxiety.
Oh my God! The big rig that just sped past him crashes, triggering a fireball in which 4 people were killed.
Something's on fire. Blew up here, guys.
Josh McCutcheon goes into journalist mode, giving a live account of the terrible pileup.
We are live on the scene. Things are exploding.
He's horrified by what he's witnessing.
If you believe in prayer, now's a good time to say one.
The crash happened in 2019, and now the truck driver, Rohel Aguilera Medeiros, is about to hear sentence pronounced.
I'm begging for forgiveness.
He says his brakes failed, but
Buddy ain't do all that. Buddy ain't do all that, bruh. Like you can hear the remorse in his voice. Is it because of the sentence? I don't know. 110 years probably make anybody cry. But we know for a fact, like, this situation that he's in could not be prevented, bruh. Like, something was gonna happen with your brakes fail. I don't know how many people been in the car and brakes failed, bro. That's a scary situation, bro. That's a scary situation, especially being on. Bro, I was doing 10 miles an hour when my brakes failed, bro. I was scared. I ain't even gonna cap. When I went to hit that brake, when I went to put my foot on that brake, and that pedal hit the floor, don't. And then you hit it again, don't. And that joint just goes straight down with no pressure behind it. Yeah. That joint hit different. Mind you, I was only doing 10 miles an hour. He had to been doing like 60, 65 maybe, something like that. You know, that's a different kind of level of fear. You know what I'm saying? That's a level of fear that I do not want to be in. I do not want to be in that kind of fear, bro. Like, to know that you can't stop, and the only way you're gonna stop is if you hit something. Man, say.
prosecutors say he passed a runaway truck ramp where he could have pulled off. He was convicted on 27 counts, including vehicular homicide and reckless driving. Because of sentencing guidelines in Colorado, he was sentenced to 110 years.
110 years, bro. And they talking about They talking about, oh, he could have got off. What if his brakes what if his brakes failed while that sign was coming up? Like, how do we know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, and how close was he to that when his brakes failed? Like, that's a part that y'all ain't saying and stuff like that. How we know that joint ain't have no sharp turn to where as though, yeah, man, you had to make a hard turn. He wouldn't have been able to make that. He would have flipped the vehicle. Like, either way, something bad was gonna happen. Either way. So it's like, bruh, 110 years for failed break, and he ain't have no indication that was gonna happen. But Buddy gets 22.5 after he took a plea deal, and he could have he caused that. He caused that. That was on Danny Boy's that was on Danny Boy hands, cause he looking at the phone, driving, looking at the phone, like not doing what he's supposed to be doing. This guy actually was doing what he was supposed to be doing.
Now the sentence is triggering a tidal wave of sympathy for the trucker. More than 4.5 million people have signed an online petition demanding the governor grant clemency. Celebrities are also getting involved. Kim Kardashian is calling for a reduction in the 110-year sentence. The district attorney has also asked for the sentence to be reconsidered. What does Rohel think about all of this outpouring of support for him?
He was humbled, and when I mentioned to him that he had 4.5 million people sign a petition for clemency, he broke down in tears.
And the semi truck just came barreling down about 80 miles an hour.
We spoke to Josh McCutcheon, the motorist who live streamed the crash.
I think definitely should have had some sort of prison time. I mean, actions have consequences, but 110 years, I mean, that's the guy's whole life.
Oh my God!
Some truck drivers are threatening to boycott Colorado. Meanwhile, the governor says he's been asked.
Actions have consequences, yeah. But this wasn't due to his actions, though. This is due to brakes failing on a truck. I didn't know, yeah, I mean, his actions had anything to do with brakes failing on his truck. You see what I'm saying? Like, a guy looking at TikTok on his phone, that's his actions. Brakes failing on a truck has nothing to do with the man's actions. It's a big difference. A big difference. I feel like Buddy want to be on TikTok so bad. Yeah, man, y'all should be getting that 110 years. 22.5. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough for actually killing 5 people. Because one count of manslaughter can hold up to 20 years. You killed 5 people, bro. Bro got 110 years. So 4 people plus the reckless driving and all that stuff. He got maxed out on all of that. But old boy get the hit, man. This is crazy. But it's a good thing, you know. And shouts out to the 4 million people that signed the petition, and the people who signed that petition for this man, because it did ultimately help him out. Bro didn't serve the whole 110 years. He didn't get sentenced to 110 years. He actually got sentenced to 10. You know, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. He actually got sentenced to 10 years. But it's still the fact it's still the fact that you know they if nobody would have signed that petition or people wouldn't have backed them up in the trucker coalition would have came and stepped in, he would have faced that 110 years, bro. That's no doubt. He'd have faced that 110. I mean, so shouts out to those people, bro. And before we get out of here, shouts out to law and crime too. Like this why truck driving is so dangerous. It's a dangerous job, bro. It's a dangerous job, bro, because you're held like once you start driving on trailers, bro, you held at a high regard. So it doesn't matter if somebody brake checks you or not, bro. Like if you hit that person, you in trouble, bro. Point blank, period. If that person died, bro, his death is on your hands, bro. Like you're held to such a high regard, bro. It doesn't matter. It's like it doesn't matter, bro. That's why that's like one of my biggest fears of taking on that kind of job. I can drive that tractor trailer easy. I done drove truck and trailers, but I don't like it because like people lives are really in my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like in an instant I can take countless lives using this vehicle the wrong way. I mean, or just a person being dumb and not understanding that hey, these trucks got air brakes and I can't just stop on a dime because I got so much weight that I'm pulling and that it's gonna keep going until it stops. It's like because your vehicle stops easy, my vehicle doesn't stop easy. So like people don't understand that when dealing with the trailers. It's like nah, I'm good on that, bruh. I don't want to be the cause of nobody's death. Flat out. Like, I don't want to be the cause of nobody's death. Before we get out of here, like, like this is some of the stuff that actually happens when you drive in a tractor trailer. Like, just people just be so dumb and they be focused on their own thing. Shouts out to shouts out to this lady too for actually being able to avoid the accident, but ultimately almost losing her life while trying to save other people. And this is why, and you know, when people ask, how the Lord is real, bruh. But situations like this, bruh, like she could have killed this person, but paying attention to what she's doing and noticing what's going on and stuff like that, she was able to avoid killing somebody. So God spared her life. you know God spared her life. Salute this lady. Yeah, I mean, like, boom, look at that. Oh man. Oh man, did you see that, bruh? Look at this car. Look, she tried to avoid it, but she couldn't. And with her, you know, turning her wheel the way she did, she stopped herself from hitting anybody else. But look at the position that she's in. Oh my gosh. Bruh. Bruh. When I say Look at that, bro. Look at that. Bro crossed the yellow line. Look where he's coming from. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, there's no reason why you should be headed that way. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why you should be headed that way. But but look at this position that she's in, bruh. Bruh. Right here. Oh my gosh. Hey, bruh, I'd have lost it. I'd have lost it, bruh. Everything would have came. I'd have peed all over myself, bruh. No cap. I'd have peed all over myself. This something that you see in the movies. This how the beginning of Paw Patrol starts, bruh. Like, if y'all ever y'all ever seen the Paw Patrol movie, hey, bruh, the guy hanging off a bridge just like this, facing the water just like this, bruh. The Paw Patrol movie, bruh. Like, this some stuff that you see in movies. You don't see this in real life like that, bruh. Man, oh my gosh. There's no way. Like, see, this is my fears. Like, this is part of my fears, bruh. Of driving and stuff like that, bruh. Like, and the only thing, like, I wish I had a longer video for this so that you can see, like, how God really works, bro. Okay, so if you ever see these big rigs and stuff like that, they have these little side flaps that sit right there on the side of the trailer so that nothing can go underneath it and stuff like that. On the back of the trailer, it has it's like a L shape, so it goes across and then it comes down, and then you got your tires that sit right there behind that little metal thing. Bruh, that little metal thing caught onto the bridge's post, and that's the only thing that was holding this vehicle from falling into the water. Was that little piece of frame metal that was on that truck, bruh, is the only thing that stopped it. Bruh, if that's not God, bruh, if that's not God, bruh, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I don't know how you can explain that. Explain it to me. Only God works like that, bruh. That a little corner, probably 8 inches, probably like 8 to 10 inches of metal gets caught on the bridge that you're ready to fall off, and stops this vehicle from going off the bridge into the water. Man, say that ain't nothing but God, bruh. That ain't nothing but God, bruh. Mm, mm, mm. I couldn't I couldn't find I couldn't find a video that I wanted to play with the tractor trailer going across the line and crashing. I wish I could have found it, cuz it was, man, when I say man, dumb how dumb some of these tractor trailer drivers are, cuz they not all like old boy who had the failed brakes, or this young lady. They not all like that. Some of them do dumb stuff behind that tractor trailer. But if I could have found that, bruh, I'd have showed it to you. Respect Smitty's in the building. How you feeling, Native? But I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm ready to get out of here. I just wanted to bring. I just wanted to bring these couple videos to y'all attention because I seen it on Law and Crime, and just let's all be safe out there. Let's all have respect on the road. Already. Salutes to you, bro. And yeah, that's. No, you good. Just you know, watch the playback. Watch the playback. Leave a comment on there. Cause leaving the comments and stuff helps with the engagement with the algorithm and stuff like that. But yeah, let's all be safe on the road. Let's all take our time out there. Let's not be distractive drivers. You know, put the phones down. It's never that serious that you had to put your life and other people's life in danger, in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Let's let's all do better. If you know better, you do better. That's the motto. If you know better, you do better. You know, let's all be respectful drivers and not just act like we're the only ones on the road. Let's start sharing the road and respecting other people driving and stuff that's other people that's out there because everybody wants to make it back to their family. You know, you don't want to be the one to cause somebody to not make it home to their family. Of course, yeah. Salute Smitty. Good. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. It'll get there. It'll get there in due time, Smitty. It'll get there. One thing I gotta do. I gotta stay more consistent. I gotta keep grinding, keep pushing. You know, show the people that I do take what I do serious on here. So all the views that I get, everybody who come in, like the video, watch the videos and stuff. I definitely appreciate it. So don't think I don't appreciate y'all. I definitely do. But yeah, this another one. Just wanted to, like I said, bring this to y'all real quick. And yeah, we gonna get up out of here. We gonna get up out of here till the next time. Nah, for real, yeah, I got a family, so it's all good, in due time, bruh. In due time, the Lord he gonna get me there when it's time. I ain't rushing nothing. If hey, like I said, like I think I told you this before, bro, about the bamboo tree. Bamboo tree take 5 years for it to start growing, but once it grows, it blossoms. So if it takes time, yeah. Hey, I'm here for the ride.